unsung hero of your beauty routine, but with so many on the market, it can be hard to narrow down which ones you actually need. Don't worry. Beauty expert Bahar Niramwalla is breaking it down for us. She says the magic number is 5.
Hey everyone, Bahar here, and I'm going to share with you what I think are the 5 makeup brushes you actually need. So the first brush that I'm going to suggest you actually need is a powder brush. Now, your powder brush does not have to be this big, but I chose this one because it's a looser bristle. You want your powder brush to actually be able to place very lightly product in certain areas. So the next brush we're going to be looking at is our blush brush. So I believe this is an essential, and I'm showing you what you might think is a super small blush brush. But the reason I've chosen something a little bit smaller is because if you smile and look at the area of your cheek, it's actually rather small, right? When you see massive blush brushes and you apply all that color to that brush and you try to go at it and you realize you have a massive amount of clown face going on, that's not a good look. Our next brush is your eyeshadow brush. I've chosen one that has a slightly fluffy top, but it's still very dense. You can use this to pat color onto your eyelid. If you're applying color in the crease of your eye, because it's a little bit softer at the tip, you can actually move back and forth and back and forth. And also, because it is very dense, you can use this as a smudger brush. So our next brush is going to be our concealer brush. Really good to be able to have a brush that's able to apply concealer, let's say, underneath your eyes, because sometimes your finger might not be appropriate for that area. Or if you're trying to cover up a blemish or a scar, again, your finger might not be the right shape or size for that area. Our last and final brush is your angled eyeliner brush that also has a spoolie. Perfect eyeliner, eyeshadow, brow brush when you have an angled tip, because you can use this to apply a brow product, either a cream or a powder, into the brows, and you're going to be able to get good angles. It's also very stiff, so it's going to be nice and stiff when it comes to applying the product as well. And then, using the spoolie end, you can brush through your brows and brush that product through to make it softer and more natural.
Brushes to have, but we need to know how to take care of them. So Bahar is joining me live in studio to talk about caring for the brushes. Yes. Get ready to judge us, okay?
Okay.
We put a poll out there to our viewers. We did. So we asked Cityline viewers to weigh in. How often do you clean your makeup brushes? I don't even want to vote. I'm going to show you what the options were. The options were once a week, once a month, once a year, or never.
Oh my gosh.
Get real with me. Okay, these are the results. 18% said once a week, 29% once a month, 25% once a year, 28% never.
Aren't you a little bit like...
I'm a little bit never, yes.
But there's such a high percentage in the nevers, or the once a years, where it's, what, after a year, just give it up. Are you kidding me? Why even bother?
There's got to be an easy way to, like, I mean,
yes.
I feel bad even for my makeup artist, Tracy Moore, when at the end of the session, she's got to clean her brushes. And you all that are professionals, you have to, because you're putting them on different faces. But for us at home, it's just our own dirty face.
Right, so it's fine, right? Yeah.
Isn't that
I'm just going to
okay?
take my dirt and put my dirt back on the next day.
Back on my dirty face.
That's fine. No, that's terrible.
What should we be doing?
Okay, I've got some really quick, easy solutions as well to make this a little bit less intensive, to feel like, oh my God, I have to wash my brushes like every month. Heads up, ideal deep cleanse is once every 2 weeks. And just so you know, I'm giving you guys leeway. You should be doing it once a week. If you're not, I'll give you leeway. Once every 2 weeks, so twice a month, is a good deep cleanse routine.
Okay.
But in the meantime, you doing a daily cleanse is actually good, not just for the removal of color and bacteria from your brushes, but also for the preservation of your brushes. Because when that bacteria and color stays on, that's killing your brushes. And brushes, if you buy good quality ones, it's going to cost you money, right?
Right.
So here are some super quick solutions. I have this ridiculously cool sponge that actually has all these fun little loops inside. And I'm going to take, let's say, this brush.
Okay.
I'm going to take a shadow palette with a whole bunch of colors on it. I'm just going to go nuts.
Wow.
I'm trying to get all the color, and then I'm going to just tap it off a little bit to be like, oh, look, I put all the colors on my face. But now I want to use this brush again for another color, let's say. So wiping around and around, up, side to side, up and down, whatever I can do.
Okay.
This removes, those loops are removing the colors from the top of the bristles. So you've now removed the majority of the color, and you can actually move on to using this again immediately, right?
Okay, so that's a lot easier.
Really, especially for your eyeshadows or
Yes.
your blush and bronzer brush, right?
Okay.
Nice and simple. But
Good.
we also have some good spray options for daily cleansers. Most important thing you should be looking for are the words alcohol-free and quick drying. So the alcohol-free is so that it doesn't strip and murder your bristles on your
Yeah.
brushes. And then the quick drying is also so that it shouldn't be sitting there soaking, especially if it has alcohol in it. It should not be sitting there soaking in alcohol, right?
Got it.
So a very cool one I found, if this is open, it is a dry brush spray, which I thought was
Alright.
kind of neat. So there's no wet liquid form in this. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that same color here. Let's say I put a little bit on my face, and now you take this guy, give it a good spritz all over,
Okay.
and here we go.
Wipe it
that
off.
up, yeah, back and forth, and now he is immediately ready to go.
Ooh.
Right? Which
no
is really,
drying needed.
No drying needed, which is amazing.
That's good.
And
if
then-
you are drying them and getting them wet, is it usually an overnight thing?
Yes, and that's exactly this step.
Okay.
So for the deep cleanse that you want to
Right.
do, right? So I have our water. We have a good brush cleanser that's meant to be used for the deep clean.
Okay.
So put a little bit inside of your water, and I'm actually suggesting find yourself one of these silicone brush cleaners, because these little nubbly guys do the work for you.
Okay, good.
And also, do not get
Nice
your
brush.
bristles. I know, isn't this cute?
That's
this is
so
from
cute.
Tarte. It's called their Rosé is Bay brush.
Oh, I love it.
I know, and look. How
That
could I
is
not
so
bring this on? Right?
cool.
It's so cute. So do not get your bristles more wet than about halfway down. And the reason is all of the glue that's sitting to hold the bristles to your handle are here. You
Yeah.
do not want to get that wet, okay?
Got it.
So here we go, back and forth, do a good rub. See, this is doing all the lather for me. Do a nice rinse, and then make sure you are lying them either flat,
Yeah.
and the bristles are off the edge, or get a very cool contraption like this,
That's
right?
amazing.
And then there you go, you have an absolutely beautiful air circulating around to dry your brushes.
Very nice.
Really
Who knew
simple.
brushes were white?
Just a little bit of a cleanse every now and again.
Every now and again.
So now we have our storage options, right?
Yes.
So you're going to notice all of these have the same theme, which is cover your brushes.
Okay.
Okay, having them exposed for drying is perfect, but otherwise this is collecting hairspray, perfume, dust, dirt, everything in the air. That's going back into your makeup and then back onto your face.
Right.
So I have some very simple options. These just look like brush holders, but the reality is they have magnets around the rim. So it closes up like this. So
Oh,
when I'm done
nice.
using it, it's actually closed up.
Yeah.
And it's a hard case, so you can take that traveling.
That's lovely.
There's also this guy. Yeah, you can see your brushes, which is really
simple.
pretty, nice and simple.
Yes.
If you want as well, you could use like I hoard boxes. So you can use a box.
pretty ones.
Just make sure your largest brush fits perfectly and the bristles don't sit against the edge. Otherwise, it's going to bend your bristles.
This is huge. What
I
is it, a
know.
hairbrush? That is big.
That's your powder brush option,
Okay, it's
right?
very lovely.
And then last, certainly not least, do scope out some of the makeup artist professional
Yeah, this
options.
is lovely.
This is a stand, but it has a bungee cord, which lays everything flat.
Oh.
It has flaps to cover them, and now I have folded and completely closed this off.
Oh,
and
that's
Yeah,
nice.
nice and contained and clean and organized.
Yes, I love how that works.
Thank you.
Very nice.